Imagine living in a world where adult diapers actually outsell baby diapers.
I mean, that is wild, but it is happening.
Yeah, it really is. Welcome to today's daily audio briefing of the Curated News. This is curated by Sandeep Ohri for Friday, July 31st, 2026. We've got 11 independent news items to run through today, so let's just get right into
Me
it.
too.
Starting off with a Wall Street Journal report on super-aged societies. Places like Germany and Japan are already there.
Right, they crossed that threshold a few years back.
Exactly. And now the US, UK, France, and Russia are teetering right on the edge. Plus, countries like India, Mexico, and Indonesia will hit that mark around 2060.
Yeah, and just for context, the UN defines an aging society as having just 7% of the population over 65.
Wow, just 7.
Yeah, so when you go super aged, you are looking at a shrinking workforce trying to support this massive, massive base of retirees.
That is a staggering transition. Speaking of rapid, extreme shifts, let's look at the environment. The Financial Times reports that half of England, including all of London, is in a flash drought.
A flash drought.
Yeah, from back-to-back heat waves. I mean, I always thought droughts took months or years to develop.
Normally, yes. But think of a flash drought like putting the earth in a high-speed convection oven. The lack of rain and severe heat just bake the moisture out at an accelerated rate.
Nature on fast forward. And things are moving just as fast in tech. The Financial Times also reports that ByteDance's Dubao is currently the most popular AI app in China.
Oh, really? Pulling ahead of the others.
Yeah, beating out Alibaba's Quen and Tencent Yuanbao.
It is just a fiercely competitive space right now.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that the speed and mobile interface are becoming just as critical to consumers as the underlying AI models.
The packaging really matters. Okay, moving to physical defense, the Wall Street Journal notes the U.S. government earmarked $120 billion to step up production of Patriot missiles and submarines.
That is a huge injection of cash.
Right. Why so sudden?
Well, it's about supply chain realities. Modern defense systems take years to build. This is less about immediate deployment and more about telling contractors to rapidly expand their long-term capacity.
Makes total sense. Looking at corporate giants, the Financial Times reports a massive $5 billion buyout in auditing. Grant Thornton is buying CBIZ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, creating the biggest U.S. audit firm outside the Big Four.
This is a direct challenge to those four massive firms that usually monopolize corporate auditing. It finally gives huge corporations a real alternative.
Definitely. Over in the startup ecosystem, a highly anticipated debut has stalled. The Financial Express reports the Indian startup Zepto put its IPO on hold.
Valuation disputes.
You guessed it. They're going to try to raise 1,000 crore privately instead.
It is a classic standoff. The founders think their blistering growth justifies a massive price tag, but public investors are just really cautious right now.
A definite reality check. Also from the Financial Express, there is an interesting paradox in Indian music streaming.
What kind of paradox?
Well, YouTube and Spotify are basically neck and neck. The user base is exploding, but commercially, they aren't making much headway.
Exactly. The challenge isn't getting people to listen, it's getting them to pay. Consumers have so many free ad-supported options that converting them to paying subscribers is a massive hurdle.
So true. Speaking of deficits, another Financial Express report notes that while India received some good rains, reservoir levels are still 34% below last year.
And there are severe deficits in the south, right?
Yeah, highly localized, but the south is hit hard.
Even with seasonal rains, if the ground is too dry, the water simply runs off instead of properly refilling those critical reserves.
So water security remains an issue. Pivoting to sports, the Commonwealth Games Glasgow 2026 medals tally is out.
Oh, how's the leaderboard looking?
Australia is absolutely dominating with 51 gold and 110 overall medals.
Wow, they are leagues ahead.
Yeah, England and Canada are trailing with 15 gold each, while India has dropped to 10th position with 3 gold.
Australia's sports infrastructure is really paying dividends on the global stage.
Definitely. Now, an important health warning from the Deccan Herald. We usually associate arthritis with aging, but doctors are seeing juvenile idiopathic arthritis increasingly diagnosed in children.
Right. Idiopathic basically means the exact cause is unknown.
Exactly. The immune system mistakenly attacks the joints.
So parents really need to watch for subtle symptoms, like a child having unexplained morning stiffness or a persistent limp.
Absolutely. Well, that brings us to our final story for today.
And wrapping it up for another Friday morning is this piece. Is your bathroom safe for senior citizens? The Wall Street Journal reports that standalone tubs with showers in them are hazardous. Sandeep adds that we spend a lot of time and money Making things look nicer, well, it would actually serve us better had things been simpler and safer. Sandeep urges you to look around your house and see what you can make simpler. For example, the switch panel that's too high or too low, the plug points that are not near the place where you need them, or the kitchen light which casts your own shadow on the platform while you cut vegetables. What else can you think of? Have a fab day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.